The new traffic light grading system for schools announced by Ofsted. The sister of Caversham head teacher Ruth Perry, who took her own life following an inspection, says the change doesn't go far enough.
I do not see how this system is in any way an improvement in terms of the well-being, the mental health of teachers and head teachers from the one that it's replacing.
Good evening. The sister of Reading head teacher Ruth Perry, who took her own life after an Ofsted inspection at her school, says the watchdog's new grading reports are just a rehash of the dangerous system.
Last year, the government announced that single-word Ofsted judgments for overall effectiveness for schools in England would be scrapped. Under the new system, schools could now be graded across a variety of different areas, including attendance and inclusion, using a colour-coded 5-point scale.
But Julia Waters says Ofsted has listened but has not adequately learned, and the changes don't go far enough. Here's Natalie Verney.
It's taken 2 years since Ruth Perry's death to find out how Ofsted plans to improve its inspection process. Ruth took her own life after her school, Caversham Primary, was downgraded from outstanding to inadequate over safeguarding concerns. Since then, her family set out to overhaul the inspection process and end the use of single-word judgments.
We're making changes this autumn to improve the way we work, and we want to hear your thoughts about our proposals.
Under the new system, schools will be graded on a report card. A number of key areas like the quality of education and behaviour and attendance will receive one of 5 possible grades: causing concern, attention needed, secure, strong and exemplary.
On the left, colour-coded in red, is the most damning judgment, now called causing concern rather than inadequate. So if a parent is looking at a new Ofsted report, the first thing that will catch their eye in red, in bold, is the things that Ofsted thinks is wrong with the school. I do not see how this system is in any way an improvement in terms of the well-being, the mental health of teachers and head teachers from the one that it's replacing.
I do recognise the immense pain and the tragedy that the family have experienced, and I agree that there does need to be wider reform of Ofsted. Yes, it's about the new inspection system, but it goes beyond that too. But I think what parents will see from this system is more information about what's working well, but also a sharper focus on what needs to change.
We asked parents in Oxford if they believe the new graded system is an improvement.
I think it's a good idea to have that category so the parents will know the school is how their performance.
It's easy to have one word, yeah. It's better, yeah.
Why is that?
Yeah, because you can give the opinion straightforward.
I mean, I think it's better to have more detail. I'm a scientist, so I like having more information, so I have no problem with that at all.
2 weeks ago, Ofsted inspectors assessed Lynn Knapp's school in Oxford. She says the team were noticeably friendlier than on previous visits, but she's worried this new traffic light system of grades is just as damaging as before.
I think we're still back to these judgments. We're still back to publicly rated schools in the sense of different words, different areas. Yes, we haven't got the single word judgment, but it doesn't mean to say that a school who hasn't done maybe very well isn't going to feel publicly shamed. And therefore, that's when staff fear what's coming, and that's when we start to see teachers leaving the profession.
Along with the introduction of the report card, Ofsted says it will return to schools with identified weaknesses to make sure that action is being taken to improve things. It also says it will focus more on support for disadvantaged students, like those with special educational needs.
The new system will be trialled over the coming months. You can have your say in a consultation, which runs until the 22nd of April. Natalie Verney, ITV News.
And our political correspondent Kit Bradshaw has been following developments and sent this a short time ago from Westminster.
There has been a chorus of criticism today from both campaigners and education unions against this new reformed Ofsted inspection regime. The Association of School and College Leaders says it appears to be worse than the single word judgments it replaces. Concern too from the Conservatives, but for slightly different reasons. The Shadow Education Secretary Laura Trott was on her feet in the House of Commons in the last couple of hours. She said in her view Labour is hell-bent on eroding school standards, and that's a sentiment echoed by the Shadow Paymaster General.
It looks like they're trying to weaken standards across the board. And also, there's a question about weakening school accountability as well. We all want to see a fair system in which teachers ensure that they can progress and improve children's education. It's not about a blame game. But I do want to ensure that there is really clear choice for parents and that we're driving up standards. Because actually, this isn't really about the schools so much. This is about the kids' future. This is what it's all about, is about ensuring that they have the best possible future and the best possible opportunities for their lives.
Now, the Education Secretary has defended her record in this area today. Bridget Phillipson really has been central in pushing to end the one-word grading system in response to the death of Ruth Perry. Bridget Phillipson said that she believes that parents will be able to understand and take on board greater information about what's happening at their children's school. We expect a final decision on how schools will be inspected for years to come in the Thames Valley and across the country this summer.
Kit Bradshaw reporting there, and you can find access to help and support services on our website. Just go to itv.com/Meridian.